What's up folks, my name is Felix, welcome back to a new video. Today it's gonna be a node topic. We wanna talk about Galaxis, what happened over the last 3 to 4 weeks since I made my initial video about the project, which was this one. 3 days before I was also talking about Galaxis, but more about nodes overall, that I think nodes gonna be a big topic in this bull run, especially for passive income opportunities. And that's how I use them. That's why I invested in Xinodes in day one. That's why I invested in Galaxis in day one, because I expect to get very nice returns throughout the next 2 years and also afterwards. But most likely the next 2 years will be the most lucrative ones. And today I want to give you an update what's currently happening in Galaxis, because I think I underestimated the potential of this project, to be honest. So I recorded my first video about it here a few days after it launched. And of course it was hard to estimate how it was going, how people are feeling about it, how the team is moving forward and all around the project. So now after a month, I feel way more confident to talk again about Galaxis and the passive income opportunity we have here, because Galaxis is a front runner in what they are doing. They are basically building a Web3 platform for all people that want to create their own NFT collection. And you don't need any code skills. No, you can be an artist, a famous person, or some kind of other public entity which has a community and wants to offer them benefits through an NFT collection. And that's exactly what Galaxis offers here. They had massive partnerships already in the last bull run with their first project called Ether Cards. This project is now integrated in Galaxis. And this is now the final form to offer NFT collections to the community with special perks within those NFTs. And this is a very unique approach which has not been done yet. If you want to dive deeper into all of this, you can check out the YouTube channel. Also, the interviews with the founder, I can really recommend you watching, because he's the type of founder I like to see behind the projects. He is going by under-promising and over-delivering. Those guys are only saying things if they are already done. They are not hyping anything. They are not overestimating anything. And the biggest part is he has very good connections throughout this whole space. Because if you watched my first video about it, so if we jump to the team section, this guy here, the CEO, called Andras Christoph, he is in the space since 2013. He was the first guy who set up Bitcoin ATMs in Asia. He already made his money through several previous projects. And he is here to build a good product, and that's what we are seeing here with Galaxis. Another part which made me bullish over the last few weeks is the marketing part, because we see big YouTubers now on board. For example, your friend Andy, a YouTuber with over 100k subscribers. He's mainly focusing on crypto stuff and also passive income opportunities like those nodes. And they also onboarded him. So he also did a video on Galaxis here where he talks about the potential. And we see way more people talking about it on Twitter as well as here on YouTube and on many other social media platforms. Once I recorded my first video, nobody was talking about it. That's why I really like to see how this developed over the last few weeks. Another thing which I got very interested in is their strategic partnership here with CoinMarketCap Labs. Now you might want to think, CoinMarketCap Labs is not bullish. They probably will list on CoinMarketCap once the token is live. But I can tell you, this is way bigger. CoinMarketCap Labs has very big partners and still has very big partners, which I will show you in a second. And if we take a look into this article, I highlighted the main things here. And what you need to know for background information is CoinMarketCap belongs to Binance. So maybe we will see a Binance launch pool, maybe we will see a Binance listing. This is all speculative. There are no confirmations at this point, but I just wanted to mention it in this video. So CoinMarketCap states here that they have announced an incubation with Galaxis, a front runner in the domain of blockchain-powered membership technology. A front runner, that means Galaxis is the first one doing that. And we all know how important it is to be the first one doing something. We have seen it with the current trend of ERC-404s. We have seen it with all the BRC-20 stuff. And we saw it also with many other kind of things. Even if the product is not the best, it's the first mover. And that's very important in this space and overall when you do some investments. What the CEO here, for example, says, Galaxis makes it easier than ever to create highly engaged Web3 communities. We have huge ambitions for what we can build together, which is also very good to hear. And the last thing which I wanted to mention, because the token will launch at the end of Q1. So TGE is not that far, probably 1.5 months away. And they say here with an eagerly awaited project launch at the end of this year's first quarter. So there is not that much time to accumulate GLX rewards. And I also want to show you the potential and the possible price movement we can see at this point at the end of March once the token goes live. Before, what are the partners of CoinMarketCap Labs and the incubation program, which basically helps start us throughout the whole first phase, so until token launch and marketing afterwards. You can see very big names here, so layer ones like Ton or the Safe blockchain. We can see one of the biggest audit providers like Hacken. You can see the biggest layer 2s with CK Sync, Linear, Polygon and Mantle. We have Sui, Injective, and I can go on and on and on if we scroll through this list. So CoinMarketCap Labs is definitely one you want to watch out for in terms of partnerships. Last thing before we get into my personal statistics and price estimations for launch is the supply we will see at launch. And this will be very, very low. So here in the first month after TGE, we will just have an overall supply of around 5 to 6%, and half of it will come from the node rewards. So for everyone who already purchased a Galaxis engine node, and the other half will consist of liquidity. Again, maybe a Binance launch pool if we're very lucky here and the connections of Andras reach that far. And we will also see some unlocks for the private and seed round. And this, of course, means the overall supply here in this case are 7.5 billion, and we just see 5 to 6% unlocked at this point. We could see massive price movement here, especially at launch when we see a big listing on one of the tier 1 exchanges or maybe more of them. And that's why I obviously want to accumulate as much GLX as possible up to this point. My current statistics look like this. So I received through my 2 nodes and the bonus pool around 42,000 GLX. 1/3 of this number comes from the bonus pool, which consists of 3 different criteria. Those are, for example, referrals. So the more referrals you have, the higher your weight of the bonus pool rewards you will get. Then, of course, how many nodes you hold. I, for example, hold 2 engine nodes. So my weight here is at 3x. For example, if you purchase 5 engine nodes, you will get a 10x and so on. And there's also the component of the Ether cards holders, which is their previous project, which they now built into Galaxis. So if you're holding one of their 3 different collections, OG ones, which are currently listed on the marketplace for several thousand US dollars, give you a 300x weight. And the cheapest ones, which are called the founder Ether cards, give you a 12.5x weight. So if we compare that to the referrals, it's definitely advantageous to hold one of the Ether cards. I don't hold one at this point, but I was thinking about it because they also play a crucial role when it comes to launch keys, but this is a topic for another video here. So we are currently sitting at 6,260 nodes sold. The current price is still at 777 USDT on the Polygon network. So that's what you need to purchase one of those nodes. To mention this here as well, this is a virtual node. So you don't need to set up any complicated software here in this case. So you purchase one of those nodes, which is a gamified version of all of it, and you get credited those GLX rewards once a day here on the dashboard. How you do that, I'll show in my last video. And once we reach the 10,000 nodes, the price will increase to 999 USDT. And from there on, for every 200 sales, the price will decrease by another 10 US dollars. And I think once we reach the point at around 8.5, 9K nodes, FOMO kicks in, another marketing wave comes in. That's at least how it happened in, for example, the Elysium or Sonoris, and those nodes will be sold out very quickly, especially with the current earning potential we still have. Because the IDO price is not announced yet, but I think a realistic listing price here is at around 1 cent. And if we see this pumping with just a supply of 5 to 6%, which I'm expecting, we saw this in Sonoris and Elysium again, we can go to maybe a 5 cent price, maybe a 10 cent price if we get a very bullish sentiment up on launch and maybe a Binance or OKX listing. So more of these bigger tier 1 exchanges. And if we calculate that, first, of course, we have to find out how much I'm earning per day for every node I hold. So we get basic daily rewards of 1.6 million GLX divided by the current number of nodes, which are 6,260. So we get 255 Galaxis tokens per day per node we hold. And if we multiply this now by a 1 cent price, this would be a daily earning potential of $55. This is of course not that much, but again, I expect to do at least a 5x up on launch. So if we multiply this by 5, you can see you're earning basically 12 US dollars every single day, which would give this an average ROI. So if we divide this number by 13, we can see around 60 days for you to ROI. And if we see a way bullisher launch, price goes to 10 cents, you just halve this amount. So 30 days ROI, this is of course the most bullish case I can think of as of right now. But yeah, this is the earning potential we have here by purchasing this node. And everything that comes afterwards is of course pure profit, which you can then shift into other projects, blue chips in this space. That's at least what I'm doing with my node profits here. And of course, what I should mention at this point, those node rewards will go down day by day as more and more nodes get sold. That's why it's always advantageous to get in as early as possible. For example, I jumped in day 1 here and I got for a few days more than 1000 GLX rewards per day. But this of course was going down pretty fast. Now I'm earning those 250 times 2 and some of those bonus pool rewards in addition. So to summarize this here in the end, I definitely underestimated the potential of Galaxis. Once I did my first video, I'm very excited to see how they move forward, what the next partnerships will be. And I'm of course also excited to see the launch price as well as the listings they will have up on TGE in late March. If you like today's overview, it would be great if you can hit the like button. If you don't want to miss future content on Galaxis, this is the right channel for you. I release content on a daily basis here. That's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you in my next one.